together with the men, different struggles to build up a country. So our social activities are for the benefit of our political activities. Because we have a big financial problem, we never get any support from any other country because we are political, and we just have individual supporters in different countries. Like we have a group of supporters in US, we have in Canada and Australia, Italy. We have individual supporters who support our project. We have orphanages, and each orphan has a sponsor, and that's how we run our organization. And political side, we always oppose, we are against the government, we are against the wrong policy of US and other countries who are following US and Afghanistan. That's why we have a lot of enemies inside Afghanistan. We are always underground, but we are struggling. We have hope, and that's why we are struggling. It was somehow short about my organization. And about, because the time is short, I want to tell you shortly about the recent history of Afghanistan after the invasion of Russia in Afghanistan and the crimes which were committed by the puppet regime of Russia in Afghanistan. After that, in 1992, the fundamentalist leaders, the jihadis, took power in Afghanistan after 96, which was a very hard time for Afghan people because they were brutal, they were misogynist. They killed more than 65,000 Afghans only in Kabul, the capital province. It was a very bad time for Afghan people. After the jihadis, the Taliban took power. They were all made by US and Afghanistan. The jihadis were made by US and Afghanistan against Russia. The Taliban were given weapons and supported in Afghanistan, and they were also misogynist. Everyone knows about Taliban and what they did at that time. Everything was banned for Afghan women. Women were deprived of school, health care, and they were always staying at the homes. After Taliban, US invaded Afghanistan under the banners of freedom, democracy, and war on terror. And they brought their puppet Karzai as president for Afghan people, and they gave a lot of promises to Afghan people that they will give peace, they will bring security, they will do this and they will do that. But unfortunately, they shunned the trust and demands of Afghan people. They relied and they compromised with the bloodiest fundamentalist warlords, the people who are now in the parliament of Afghanistan, the people who are in the cabinet of Afghan government. They have the high posts, the high seats, and the most power and money. And mostly they have the support of US with them. As US made them in Afghanistan, they created them, then they fight against them, and now they are again using them. And this is one of US policy which they never change. They always continue and they never get a lesson from their past policies. The main policy of US in Afghanistan is because Afghanistan is having a very important geographical position in Asia, and one of US strategy is to make its puppet regime in Afghanistan and to hold up through Afghanistan to control over the Middle East countries, the neighboring countries, and to hold over the billion drug business in Afghanistan is one of US strategies. They never care about security and peace of Afghan people. And as the past 8 years proved, that they are unable to give us peace and security. And they are failed every time when they go for a war. It's just occupation, and occupation is not liberation, we think. The justification to be in Afghanistan was to fight a war on terror. And the presence of more than 70,000 troops in Afghanistan from 40 countries showed that they were and they are unable to give us peace because the situation is as worse as it was during Taliban in Afghanistan. For women, the situation hasn't changed. As Laura Bush said that now Afghan women are free. I have come from Kabul, the capital city of Afghanistan, and I can tell how is the situation for Afghan women. Everyday life for an Afghan woman and Afghan activist is very dangerous. That's why I'm here, but I'm hiding my name, even I'm in US. It's very, very dangerous. In Afghanistan now, women are passing through a catastrophic situation. Rates of children of 3 years and a woman of 75-year-old is amplifying horrifically. Abduction, domestic violence, self-annihilation among Afghan women, and poisoning of women and teachers, and acid attacks is increasing day by day. Many women journalists, many women activists are being killed on day and night. Many troops are there, but they are afraid of their own security. They cannot secure Afghan people and Afghan women. Bashira was a young girl who was raped by 12 gunmen warlords. And the person who was responsible for this was the son of an Afghan MP, Haji Finder. But he was rescued from the jail because he has the money, he has the power, and he has the support of Karzai with him. And Karzai never says anything, and he never takes action because in the coming elections he needs the support of these warlords, and he is just signing everything that they say, and they never stops them. And the judicial system of Afghanistan is all filled with the germs of these fundamentalists, the warlords. They never give justice to poor people. Instead, they are passing laws for the benefit of the warlords and for the benefit of people who are powerful, and they are in the parliament. Recently, you all might be knowing that rape law was passed, and Karzai easily signed that law, and that was to legitimize marital rape. Many people reacted, many countries reacted against that, many women, but nobody listened to them, because Karzai and the US needs the support of these warlords, the criminals and looters who are in Afghanistan. They need the support of them, and they are supporting them. Another law was passed, which was called the National Reconciliation Law. It was passed by the warlords who are in the parliament. It was to rescue the warlords and criminals from prosecution. Because RAWA thinks that the first step should be that these criminals who have the support of US and Karzai with them, they should be taken to the trial. But they are passing such laws to rescue themselves from prosecution. But nobody cares about that. And here in the media in the West, everyone says that now everything is fine for Afghan people. Everything is okay. But we know that what's really going on there inside Afghanistan, as it's going on in different countries where there is war.